yeah, we don't own this house, but for some reason, I don't know exactly who it was that like decided this, but somebody like not the HOA, but like some people like that or something like that. I don't know, some kind of city organization that has to do with homeowners was saying that our appliances are kind of old. Like they came and inspected our stuff to make sure we wouldn't die from it like exploding or something like that, you know? So they're like, "Oh, your fridge is quite old. Um, it's not dangerous, but we would like to give you a new one, just so you guys have a newer fridge, because we're nice." Not me. I was gonna say I said, but obviously my parents said sure. Um, we got a new fridge this week. They came in and installed it on like Wednesday, I think. So that was cool. They also installed a new air conditioner, kind of. Um, they actually replaced our air conditioner some years ago with a newer one, and that's been working great. Um, but for some reason, they added another one. They gave us a swamp cooler, which is basically a window unit, but it's like really strong and supposed to be more energy efficient. So if you just run the swamp cooler by itself, it should be able to cool down the house for cheaper, which is cool. So yeah, we got that too. I don't really know why they gave us a swamp cooler. I don't know if we ordered that or if they just gave it to us. But either way, we just got, swamp cooler in the fridge. And, to be fair, the fridge isn't like the best fridge ever. It's not like some $5,000 Samsung smart fridge or something like that. It's just a regular fridge that is a little newer and it's cleaner. So still nice, but it's not like top of the line. You know what I mean? Anyways, let me go ahead and take a look at what we have, what we can do with it, and if we can get area light or not. What we can do with that. So this is an accessory. These are weapons. Got seeds, rotten chunks, rotten matter, demonite bars, gel. That was from a slime. That can all quick stack away. Got our lore bit as well. Let's go ahead and see what this says. Some semblance of a god's mind may survive death, much like the twitches of a crushed insect. What little remains attempts to convene and coalesce in worship. Desperate attempt that its power may still be restored. How pitiful. Fortunately for us, again, I'm assuming this is the guy that designed those labs that is writing all of these. When it says like us or me or something like that, I'm guessing that's him speaking. Fortunately for us, the futility of this effort is unmatched. The biomass obeys, even though nothing is accomplished. Divine power is known to be rooted in faith. Gods are forged of their own strength, and the mindless spread corruption. The mindless spread of... Oh, I see. Divine power is known to be rooted in faith. Gods are forged of their own strength, and the mindless spread of corruption is its own foul reverence. Okay. That was a lot of words that were dramatic. I think it's just saying the hive mind used to be some part of some bigger god in the past. Like that. Okay, well, that's interesting. Where are the lore bits? Where did I put those? Are they just in the house? Vanity sets, vanity tools, mod materials. Vanilla materials. I thought I put them in the ice biome, did I not? Oh, I did. Somebody, I think, was blocking the chests. Alright, well, we got another one. Yay for me, yay for me. Let's see what this other stuff does here. Rotten Brain. Material. Get increased damage when below 75% life. It's not that bad, actually. I feel like we're going to be below that threshold a lot of the time. It doesn't say when we lose 75% life, it says when we drop below 75% of our life. So that doesn't seem bad. And 5% decreased movement. 5% decreased movement speed. Oh, 5% decreased movement speed when below 50% life. Interesting. Okay. We get a good buff for a slightly not good debuff. And we also get Shade Rain when we are hit. Okay. Interesting. We can convert this into a Bloody Worm Tooth, which is, I'm assuming we get that from the other Crimson Hive Mind. I think it's called the Perforators. And we can also make an amalgamated brain out of this and the Brain of Confusion, which we get from the Brain of Cthulhu, which is also in the Crimson. But we also need some souls for that, so we're not going to worry about that. This does give us a good defense boost, but it is a melee accessory, so we wouldn't be getting the buffs from that. You know, 7 defense, just 7 flat defense is not bad. I don't know if you heard those window sounds. It sounded like something was disconnecting and reconnecting. I don't know what, but something just happened, and I don't know what happened. Alright, I'm trying to think if we use this, what we would replace. Maybe use it on the magic build and replace the Band of Regeneration? Yeah, I guess we can try that because the unlimited mana does reduce our magic damage until we upgrade it. So this would be a nice boost of damage for a sacrifice of movement speed, which is unfortunate. We have been using movement speed to kind of get us through a lot of the fights, but obviously we could just switch it off if we need to. We'll keep that there for now. Let's see what this is. Shade Rain Staff. Fires a spray of evil clouds and rain. Okay. So just a new staff. It doesn't seem bad. I don't know if we're going to put it into our hotbar, because I still do like the space gun. Still like everything that we have here. The Sky Glaze is something that could be replaced, because, I mean, we have been fighting a lot of underground bosses, and this only works if we're above ground. So maybe if we're underground, we can switch it out for the Shade Rain Staff. But otherwise, I don't really think we're gonna use it. We have a sword, which is not a material. So we'll just go ahead and sell it. I think this Shade Rain Staff is a material, though. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Ignore me. And we have Rotten Matter. We can build a few things out of this. Stealth Strikes have armor penetration. Well, it's a rogue accessory, so we won't use that. Oh, this is the summon for the hive mind. So we can make that now. We want to farm him later. Make another Shade Rain Staff. Another Perfect Dark. Shade Thrower. Spits clouds of shade, which afflict enemies with brain rot. Uses gel for ammo like a flamethrower. Okay. Again, I don't really think we want to replace any of our weapons. If anything, we would probably replace the fungicide. A flamethrower doesn't sound bad right now, to be honest, so we might want to try this out and see what it does. Get a rogue weapon, summon weapon, shadow shedding. Summons a rideable hive mind mount thing. Reduces damage and health when a boss is nearby. Interesting. We can't make it because we don't have Souls of Flight. Alright. And this is just a Demon Altar reskin. Okay, so I guess we can make the summon. It's gonna cost Demonite and Rotten Matter. And Rotten Chunks. Same for that. Okay. We can make both of those at a Demon Altar. Which I think we have one of those in our crafting terminal for magic storage. Let me go ahead and check that. No, we don't. Okay. We're gonna go up to the sky and try to mine some aerialite. Alright, there we go. Now, before I completely forget what I was talking about way back before we started combing through all these items, I was talking about my week and how we got a new fridge and a new swamp cooler. But I also started watching more Marvel movies. I'd said, I think last week I finished Hulk and Thor 1. And now I'm caught up all the way to Age of Ultron. I just watched it last night. And pretty excited to keep going, to be honest. I have not seen most of the Phase 1 movies, I realized. I hadn't seen Iron Man... Actually, no, I did see Iron Man 1, that's a lie. I hadn't seen Thor 1. I hadn't seen Captain America 1. I didn't see Iron Man 2. I didn't even see Captain America 2 or Thor 2. I watched those for the first time. I did see Iron Man 3 and the first Avengers movie. I did see those. I think that's it for Phase 1 and some of Phase 2. So, you know, I watched all of those. Pretty good time. Oh, the Hulk. I never seen the Hulk before last week either. So that was all a good time. Oh, yes. Oh, we can finally get this. Okay, so there's a lot of different items we can make now with this. That is really satisfying. And now for Marvel, I'm at the point where I've seen most of the movies now. Actually, no. That's also a lie. After Age of Ultron, I did watch pretty much all of Phase 3, so like Doctor Strange, Guardians 2, Ant-Man, Civil War, Spider-Man, all those movies. I watch all of those. Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame. I have seen all those before, so those won't be new to me. And then Phase 4 of Marvel, I did not see. So, I say I've seen most of the movies, but I think I'm still, like, stuck in the past when most of the movies were just up to Phase 3. But now there's a lot more, and I have not seen most of them, so. Once I get past Phase 3, I'm gonna be in new territory, basically. Alright. Let's keep this Shade Thrower on us for when we pick up our gel from our ammo chest. Go ahead and put this summon away as a kind of trophy, sort of. And now we have area light to work with. Assuming we can just make a bar with it at the Hellforge? Yes. Okay, great. With the ore, we can make area light dye, area light bricks, and a Tesla potion. Summons an aura of electricity that electrifies and slows enemies. Aura damage is reduced on bosses. Reduces the duration of electrified debuff. Oh, okay. I don't think we've seen that debuff. Good to know, though. Yeah, we have all this stuff to get through. Okay. A lot of good stuff here. First thing I'm seeing here, just immediately, is this bundle of balloons, which I will go ahead and just make all of those right now. Because we have been waiting on that for, I don't know how many episodes at this point. So let's go ahead and do that. We have all the accessories necessary, but we just didn't have the area light, but now we do. Just see if 25 is enough. Oh yeah, more than enough. Wonderful. That is satisfying right there. So now we get immunity to fall damage. We can quadruple jump. And our jump height is increased. So now we can essentially fly for a little bit, and we have no fall damage. So that is pretty wonderful. And it's material, so we're not even done with that that chain of items. Oh yeah, that's right. We can make the MOAB out of these. We need some souls and a mithril anvil. We can go ahead and make that in the future. Alright. We can't make those boots yet that we were waiting on as well. I think we need some souls for that. So that we're going to be sitting on for a while. Go ahead and look through everything else. Get a sword, which we're not going to use. Feather crown. Increased rogue projectile velocity. Okay, no. Increased movement speed and boost maximum flight time. Okay. Skyline wings. Oh. We can just make straight up wings then. Wings are actually pretty huge in this game. We haven't gotten to the wings yet, but I will talk about those in just a minute. Get a new armor set, which I believe is for every different class, so we can make 2 sets for range and magic if we want. New fishing rod. New hammocks. Is not quite as good as mine. It does have extra range. New pickaxe, I guess we could make for extra range. We can start making this laboratory stuff now. At this point, I don't know if we really need it. I guess we can do that now if we want. Get a new spell available to us. Another magic weapon that we can use later. Yo-yo, a sword. Spear, another sword. A gun. Okay. Another gun. And another gun. It does require bones, but I think we're going to get there pretty soon. A bow. Okay. Some knives, which are rogue weapon, summon weapon, average damage. That's different. Fires crystals that explode and slow enemies down. This weapon scales with all damage stats at once. Oh, interesting. Okay. We can start upgrading our gear quite a lot then. We should probably get a bit more area line if we want to do all of that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just put that away. Let me reorganize this here. Just going to go ahead and put all that away. And we'll come back to it soon. That is exciting. A lot of stuff we have available to us now that we've been waiting on. Let me see if we get anything, if we farm the hive mind, because obviously we did not get all of his drops. That one death. Obviously we need his trophy at some point. Get Cursed Flame, which I think is a hard mode drop, so we're gonna have to come back in hard mode if we want to farm Cursed Flame. Get the summon weapon, the rogue weapon, Filthy Glove. And what is this? This is a pet. Another pet. Okay. So a couple pets, the rest of the weapons that we didn't get, the trophy, and Cursed Flame in hard mode. Alright. So maybe we did get what we wanted. Actually. Alright. So next on the list is the Perforators. However, the Perforators is basically the equivalent to the hive mind in the Crimson. So we don't really need to kill these because we don't have a Crimson biome in this world. If we want to get this checked off on this world, we're going to have to grab some Crimson blocks from the other world, bring them over here, and create a Crimson biome. And just kill it like we did with the hive mind. But I don't really want to do that because I don't think we get anything new from it. It's not like a new point of progression. It's more of a split point of progression. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that off the list for now. We'll come back to it and, you know, defeat it in this world eventually. But I just don't want to do that right now. So what do we have next? We have Queen Bee. Alright. We have to use a beamination or break a beehive's larva found in the jungle. And an abeemination is crafted from honey blocks, stingers, hives, and bottled honey. Which I think we have all of those. Go ahead and craft that right now. Let's see. Should have some honey in here. Yep, there's some right there. Um, Hive. We should have Hive as well. And we need bottled honey, which is in the desert. And stingers, which are back home. Alright. What were the numbers on each of those? 5151. Alright. There is that. Alright, so I guess we kind of have to make a new arena then? We're going to the jungle. I'm guessing this is an underground jungle boss. Summons the queen bee when used in the jungle, and rages outside the underground jungle. Yep. Alright, so we're fighting them underground again. So let's go ahead and switch this out for the Shade Rain Staff. And we'll try out the Shade Thrower instead of the Fungicide. And I'll go ahead and reforge both of those before we get started. Now, I know the Queen Bee is not the hardest boss in the game. She is not a Calamity boss. So I fought her plenty of times in vanilla. So I am fairly familiar with her attack patterns and everything like that. But I've never fought her in Calamity on Master or Death mode. I fought her in Expert and Revengeance mode, and that was fine. It was about the same as vanilla. But who knows? After King Slime, I honestly don't really trust any of the bosses at this point. Shade Rain Staff. And we should also reforge this guy. Oh, and our horseshoe balloons. These are going to be kind of expensive, though. Lucky. Get lucky on this one as well. And warding on this one. There we go. Easy enough. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our gel from the ammo chest. Ooh. Okay. A little more dramatic than what I was expecting, but that definitely looks pretty cool. Alright, we can run with that. It doesn't seem bad at all. Not a material, so we can't do anything with it later. Neither is this, so we're gonna be stuck with these. Alright, anything else to do? I don't think there is, so let's just go ahead and head to the jungle and start making an arena. We could just hollow out this big ol' beehive here. I'm not sure if we're gonna find a natural queen bee spawn in here. I could look around just to be safe, but I don't know if this is for that. I don't know.